Voida, bella jedna voida dom, patrzcie, greda, a z nią miło.
Alright, everyone, thank you all for joining today. Thank you all for remembering Khan. He's always been important to all of us, so I want to just let everyone come over and say their piece, say their final goodbyes, and then we'll in a way that Khan could possibly agree to. So I'd like to invite Khan's best friend, Fatso, to come and speak first, and then we'll take turns going one by one. Right, Fatso, if you could.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming today. I mean, there's a lot of guys I didn't have been coming here for a while. I'm glad to see, but I just wish it was under different circumstances. Khan died 3 days ago. He didn't exactly have the cleanest past, but he did make it up for it, and he did redeem himself. He was really, I know it sounds funny, but he really was a good person. And he died too young. He was alright. He was after my best friend, and he meant a lot to me, and I still can't believe the fact that he died, especially from a fucking I honestly can't believe that he died from fucking not something that he would have liked, like going through his country or something. He was my friend, and I will always remember him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, Swaros, could you come over?
So, I knew Khan for quite some time. I knew him for about 3 or so years. So you could say we've been through quite a lot. He helped me through some times, I helped him through some times. We both had... Sure, sometimes we could disagree, sometimes I yell at him, sometimes he disagrees with me, but I mean, that's normal. Everybody has their disagreements. And for now, it's just hard to believe that he's, truly gone. At the moment, it's hard to believe that. I, haven't realized that fact yet. I'm sure that it's gonna kick in later on, especially, for example, during realisms or during training, since, well, he did make his legacy. He was, the better players in the current game, so it's definitely going to be hard to miss his presence. And yeah, I believe that's about it for now.
Alright, I'll take the stick. I think I speak for everyone when I say that this experience is very surreal. I don't think any of us would expect to be here today with the news that of what happened. I can't quite remember when I first met Khan. I know that I was more involved with him when I started being more active in RNL. I like to call myself his friend, and I think he thought the same. Sure, like everyone, we had our grudges, and we had some disagreements, but I was there whenever he needed it, whether he asked for it or not. And he was doing the exact same thing for me as well. He, in a way, I think everyone in the Legion and everyone who spent the Legion saw him as perhaps a bit more than a friend, and I think it speaks about his character and about who he was when he can get people all around the world coming to celebrate his memory. I truly hope that he's at least in a better place now, and that maybe sometime we'll all be able to catch up with him again. But we'll always remember him whenever we play Breeze, or whenever someone drops a grenade in planning phase. I think we're all going to remember him in our own way, and I think that is a good thing. There's some people who are currently watching me through Discord, and they couldn't be here, so I am going to say their pieces for them because they're not here. Readout is Jack Carrington, his brother is here, bootleg, and these are his words. Thank you all for being here today. And to those that couldn't join us, it's okay, and we understand that life must go on. Today is very hard for all of us, but I hope this ceremony brings us all comfort in knowing that it's what Khan deserves. Furthermore, I hope our efforts help bring comfort and closure to his family. To know that his presence on earth was recognized on account of the Council of Carrington's personal interactions with Khan, they were the most memorable. Only the Lord knows what Khan's family is going through, and only the Lord knows what Khan went through. While it can be assumed that Khan's journey to the world beyond mortality was painful, I hope that the destination is eternally pleasant. Khan, our brother in arms and in heart, we love and miss you dearly. We will meet you again in due time. Until then, long live the memories of Leonardo Parani, and long live the 10th Battalion of the Portuguese. Next person is Rick Coffin. He couldn't be here, he's currently in Kenya and is watching us. Dear Khan, my brother from another mother, here are a few words that I know will have you raging at me and force you to quit the voice chat, but here goes. We're never going to give you up in our minds. We're never going to let you down in our hearts. We're never going to run around the church tower and desert you to the bells. My earliest memory of Khan begins before the 10th was formed, and he was following this record on a faggot. This was the start of the Fatso Khan War, which would then spill into the 10th. Yes, sometimes he'd rage and quit, sometimes he'd make me rage and suppress a TKLM, but it was part of who he was. He was a god with the FG-42, and no one can take that title away from him. He only feared three things to my knowledge: the M18, the glider, and me when I pointed the bayonet at him. So, here's the Khan, a gamer, a friend, and a brother. You will forever be missed by the community, and I will see you again. Ring the church bells again. That is everyone that I have that isn't present. I'd like to now call someone up here, anyone who's willing. Iron, if you could.
I can. Oh, I don't even know where to start. 27th January, I joined the 10th. Of course, Vanguard being the clan leader, he kinda forced me to play this game, and I don't regret. People I met was Khan. And God, the first memory that comes to mind when I think of the early days with me and Khan was always, Fatso, you're a faggot. Like, all these KBF4 memes, and they made me laugh. They made me pick a side. And of course, it was a difficult one. I could never pick it, and that's one of the tough things. Normally, Khan and I, we had our differences, but whenever I just think of him, there's not one single moment where I don't regret everything that I've ever done wrong, and wish that every single second I spent when it was for the better. I don't process death normally. Like, normally I don't react to it, but I guess I have a feeling of brotherhood here, because everyone here, at least I know more than other friends that I've had in real life. Like, Khan was always there for everyone, and not long ago, Vanguard was in voice chat, and it was as if it was a father losing a son. It was... You wouldn't expect this from a game. You wouldn't, but... It's like a brotherhood. Hearing Vanguard just bawl his eyes out like that made me... It tore a piece out of me, and I can't believe that Khan is gone, and every day that I just think of RNL now will not be the same. Everything. Khan, I'm sorry. I love you, my brother. I wish you well. I wish that we had met we had different circumstances, and I wish that... Peace. That's it.
Alright, thanks. I'd like... anyone else who wants to come forward, please say something and...
If I could come up, please?
Yeah, of course, go ahead.
I just, if you guys could move.
If you're stuck, you could just say it from your place then.
Yeah, if you're stuck, you can always... It is a game. Please help us.
Okay, alright, wait. Alright, I've written a speech for Khan. I think it's only appropriate for someone as notorious as him. So, here I am. Alright. We're gathered here today to mourn the death of a longtime member of the RNL community, a member of the Portuguese Legion, but also our friend. Leonardo Paraman, or Khan as many of us know him. We mourn him, but we also remember. Khan, as we know him, lived a hard life outside of RNL. Make the best of it. On RNL and in the PLP, Khan would frequently make jokes and try to have fun with others, going to a point to become almost a legendary character in the RNL community because of his In the process, he has captured the hearts and minds of many, creating everlasting bonds and moments with countless members of the RNL community. I remember Khan from the very first day we met. A day a few years ago, when I returned to the RNL community after a long hiatus. I joined the server, which only had 2 people playing. I met Khan and Vanguard that day. A day where both of them were simply having a 1v1 on a joke map, Orange Town. I observed them both. They filled me in on what has happened in the community after so long. They were trying to settle a score with each other over some big joke, some clan competition. Not long after, I was invited to join both of their clans, the 10th VLP and the 2nd GD, now long dissolved. On that day, I joined Khan, and the rest was history. And so we are, at the end, having dealt with this community would have ever even dreamt of dealing with. A death of a friend, a comrade, a legionnaire. To my legionnaires, I wish to say, stay strong and we shall persevere. But to Khan, rest easy, buddy. May God forgive you and let you rest easy. You don't need to suffer anymore. The Legion will always remember you. Amen.
Thanks. Next person, if you will.
May I step up?
Sure, of course, come on.
begin off with a personal apology to everybody in the Ariel community, or at least the people that are hearing this, for having my own hiatus that went for a long time and without saying a word to a lot of people that I really appreciate being in this community. And Khan was that dude that I always made fun of. You know, I was on Fatso's side of the war, but it was all with love. I remember, it's not fun. I remember loads of times where I was just talking with Khan until like 2 to 3 a.m. on Discord about what was struggling him, what was struggling me. We had one day, I remember, where I was asking him, I don't remember exactly what I asked him, but I just remembered at the end of him saying he wouldn't like to be he wouldn't like to see any of us meet our fates, and he'd prefer to be the first one to go, which very unluckily ended up happening. And in this sense, I would just like to say that I will continue his legacy of leading the second GD as he did before or Gonçalo in this case. And I will try to make him proud if he can overlook us, and I will want him to make, or to get a great smile across his face while we do it. I don't think that I could ever look at the main road of Iblis the same way ever again, because the master of the main road is no longer here. And very shocking to me. I come back for a week and I find these news and I still cannot believe it, and it still didn't hit me fully as it probably will one day, very close to right now. But I would just like to make maybe everyone feel a bit better and calm a bit down, just to say that don't worry, because I'm pretty sure that Khan will be team leading us still, from wherever he is, as Vanguard said, probably, and I wish it's a better place.
Thanks.
That's all.
Can I go up? Or?
Sure, come ahead.
Hello everybody. A few of you might not know me, but I'm Minty. I used to play RNL a lot when I was a lot younger. I knew Khan, I served in a regiment with him a long time ago. I know about him and Fatso and how he used to always call people a faggot. I reinstalled RNL to say goodbye to him because I found out the news the other day that he was sadly taken from us. Seeing all the people that he's brought here from today, it kind of shows the kind of effect he had on everyone here. Everyone has their own memories, everyone has their own little things that they've done with Khan. I remember the most prominent memory is I was playing Orange Tower and he kept quickscoping me across the map with a pistol, and I remember I wouldn't shut the fuck up about it because I was this whiny little 16, 15-year-old. Because, yeah, he was a good man, he'll be remembered by everyone here dearly. Rest in peace, Khan.
Thanks, Minty.
Yes, hello. I would like to speak for the individual of Doyle.
Sure.
I can't move, I'm stuck in the air, so you're gonna have to float, I'm floating Jesus now. Anyhow.
Nice.
I spoke to Doyle. I will miss Khan, even though I didn't know him very well, because he was a little mean to me, and perhaps that's because I killed him like 20 times in the same room. He was ready to talk. Whenever I used my soundboard, he would fucking kill me or scream at me, and I really enjoyed it, because this community is something different. Like always, I'll miss you, Khan. See you on the other side. Quote Doyle.
Thanks. Do you have your own words? You can go ahead and add them if you'd like.
Okay. I'll miss you, Khan. You're a pretty cool guy. I killed you in a glider several times, through the most cheesiest way possible. You also were a pretty gifted individual, who had a bright future ahead of him. Our times was taken too soon from us. I'll miss you, as a friend, as a padre, as a brother. As one. That's all I have to say. Thank you for my pet dog.
Thanks. Next person, please, if you'd be so kind. Go ahead. Oh, afterwards. Sorry, Simon. Sorry,
Your mic isn't working.
yeah, your mic's not working. You might want to press the middle mouse button if you just installed the game. That's the... Yeah.
I thought it was K.
K, no, for this game. Yeah, middle mouse. We can't hear you speak.
If you want, you could type what you wanted to say as well.
Yeah, that also works. I have no idea what your name is because I can't see your name. I'm an ally. It's Edix. Could it be as
It's possible.
no, we can't hear you. But if you can type it out, it'll also work. Yeah, I know you always have problems with the headset and the VR headset being connected. Oh, then he's not
I
clicking the
think it might be
button.
his spine.
Yeah,
Go to your settings.
yeah, quickly bind your settings, so set it to V or something like that.
That's what it fucking was. No,
There we go, now I can hear you.
that was kind of... But yeah, I remember nearly shy of just 2 years ago now is when I joined the RNL community. First, I'm at Vanguard, and I've known him ever since. He's a very respectable guy and a good friend. But Khan was the second person I met, and to say he's a wacky guy is, it's the least to say about him. He was always truthful. That's one thing I can always remember about him. And he was always getting kicked or removed or other things, and hassling Vanguard. But the fact is everybody here remembers him, and for good things mostly. He will be for he is gone, and that is a sad thing. But unfortunately, which for many is not what they can be set for. But for Khan, he'll be remembered by many fondly and hopefully. But I'm quite sad that I didn't get to know him even more than I did, as many other people like Iron and Fatsa knew him. I only knew him very briefly for a few years, and didn't do much with him, talking-wise or gaming. But I really wish I did, and it's a regret I shall hold for many years that I didn't play too much with him, and I wish I did. And that's all I have to say. He'll be missed by many here, especially by the ones he do the most, Fatsa and Vanguard. And Iron's speech made me cry.
Thanks, Edix. Simo, you wanted to speak, so... if you can... Someone can clear... Yeah.
Just pray.
Thanks, Simon. Next person, please.
Yeah, I'd like to talk.
Of course. Cristiano, you'll go after him.
I didn't know Khan, like, on a personal level, but like, I first started playing RNL when I was 11 in 2015, and I was annoying, and he was like the only person really that really annoying. I was a squeaker at that time. There was a period of time, like a couple of years ago, when me and him were playing, like, not even in RNL, just other games like War Thunder and Siege, and I'm very happy that I got to, like, spend that time with him, got to see how much of an amazing person he was. So yeah, sorry, thank you, Khan, and rest in peace.
Thanks. Cristiano, could you step up? Afterwards, Torch, you can come up.
Can you hear me? I'm new to Arnell, so I didn't get really that close to Khan, but from the times that we played together, a little bit of Left 4 Dead, mostly Arnell, we were good friends, and it's gonna be very empty without Khan going around shooting, killing his friends, calling threats or fag. But let's remember the good times that we had with him. Let's just get through it like brethren and comrades as legionnaires. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. You can... Torchy, if you could, as you wanted to speak up.
Can I move up, or do I...
you can, I think cheats are enabled, so you can pull the no clip up and come up here.
Okay.
And then you can...
It's fine if I no clip just to get a better view, like a better...
Sure, you're recording, so you can... Alright. Yeah, before.
Hello everybody. It's kind of hard for me to speak now because I can't quite process what happened yesterday. I guess I just took him for granted, and not in a million years I would expect to be sitting here today and talking about Khan's death. I didn't know him on a personal level as many of you do, but from what I could get from him, he was a great guy. He was definitely a great person. When I say we will all miss him, and we lost someone who was great for this community. I hope wherever you are, Khan, you're doing well, better than you were here, and that's it. Rest in peace, my man.
Thanks, Torchy. Balvis, could you please step up?
How do you get there?
Someone can make space for you over here through this hallway. This way.
Or you can just no-clip there, if you can.
Yeah, you can use no clip.
If you have no clip, you should be able to come up here.
Yeah.
And then tap no clip again. Alright. Of course, Fontar. This is good. Yeah. After Fontar goes, someone... Go ahead,
Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you.
So, I didn't really get to know Khan. I am part of the Vision from like few months, but I don't play really often. And that's the problem. I really wanted to get to know people here well, but unfortunately Khan is gone now, and I feel really bad about that. Interaction with him, he seemed to be really cool, and yeah, like I said this already a few times, I really want to get to know him even better, but this is impossible now. I'm pretty sure that right now he's looking at us and he's just being happy that people appreciate him, and even someone who doesn't know him that well
Cried for him. Yes, I did cry. Maybe not much, but I did. Because it did not feel good. And I'm pretty sure that he's in a better place now. So yeah, rest in peace.
Thank you. Front Arc, you can come up. Whoever wants to go next, please write so in chat so we can keep this going.
Alright. I met Khan only a month ago. Even though I didn't know that much, his passing hit me pretty hard. He's helped pretty much everyone in this community and is one of the people from here who inspired me to keep playing this awesome mod. May he rest in peace. Thank you.
Thanks, Montar. Right, Durante, come up. No, Fontar just went.
Okay.
After this, it's Elcold.
Okay, so what to say? I haven't been around a lot, certainly not in the past few months, but I had a good relationship with Khan, mainly because we were sending each other memes in our native languages and we could understand each other because we're both Slavic. I really had that touch on a personal level with him because I liked his sense of and I'm really gonna miss him. He was like a brother to me, a Slavic brother that is. He even despised the British more than I did. Now I'm just going to be the only one making fun of the Brits. Well, but I'm still going to remember how we spoke about selling fatso to a Vietnamese mafia as just a means to make any money off of that fat bastard. I'm still gonna miss him because, yeah. I just wanted to send him even some like a few months earlier. I wish I had the time to even say goodbye. No, he's gone. I'm sorry. Let me go.
Thanks. Right, Elcold.
I met Khan way before the Legion and all of this. Taught me about realisms because he was my squad leader in another community. It was like 5 years ago. After that community was gone, I never really met him again, and then one day I met the Legion. I was so happy when I read out the name from the crowd. It was Khan. I was happy that even though I felt into a new community and met new people, Khan was still here for me, and we got to play again with each other. Sadly now I will never be able to call his name out from the service members. His death was shocking, but I know that God called him back for a reason. I know that still if we didn't get the chance to say goodbye to him, he can still hear us from out there where he's now finally happy. We're all going to meet him again one day, and until then I wish him quiet and peaceful resting. Goodbye, Leonardo. Your memories will be on us.
Thanks, Elcold. Bootleg.
Yep.
Please come up.
I am already here.
Go ahead.
The first time I met Khan, I was impersonating OG. All he ever said to me, because I didn't know him, was, "Oh, hey," and then he shot me. Like he did in the bunker. I always hated when he'd play German because he was always such a crack shot, and I'd have to look over my shoulder because he'd just pop up behind me, like he could figure out where I was, because he was such a wonderful player. He was a wonderful challenge to fight against, but even a great teammate when I was on his team. He would plan and was a master at it. I'm gonna miss him dearly, even though I didn't know him very much. He was a wonderful person to play with, and it's hard seeing him go. So, OG has asked that if I do an Irish toast to send him off, and for the Legion, actually. I'd like to say, for the Legion, to all the days here and after, may they be filled with fond memories, happiness, and laughter. Long live the Legion, long live Khan. That's it.
Thanks, Bootleg. The next person who wants to come and speak.
So, as Wendell said, this all feels terribly surreal. If I'm being honest, part of me still deeply believes, out of sheer desperation, that Khan is sitting here somewhere in the bush, ready to come out to tell us all about his troll and to insult us for falling for it like he loved to. But I think that's really just, that is, I think I really got to know him only a year ago when he was going through the worst of his depression. And I remember that I would message him every day to check up on whether he's okay, and after I left RNL he would message me also every week to return the favor and to make sure that I was okay. That is the kind of camaraderie and strength you would expect. While he's been going through all that, his depression and whatnot, and the man has been through a lot more so than perhaps anyone here. He has always found the strength to carry on, to come here, to have fun with us, with high spirits, with energy. And you all know that Khan is representative of the RNL community, more so of the RNL experience, more so than anyone else. That he really shaped what RNL meant. Well, we cannot help to feel anything but tragedy and suffering in the face of such a loss. I think he would like to be remembered not with tears, but in the face of his strength, in the face of his energy, in the face of his positivity, so that we ought not to cry, but to be thankful for his presence here, to be thankful for all he has done for us, for all the positivity he has devoted to the game, instead of being too sorrowful. I think that would be the best way to commemorate him. If we face hardships, if we face depression, if we face tragedy like he did, to take it like he did, to remember his example, and to face it like a man like Khan did, with positivity, with strength. I think that is really the best way to keep in mind. And well, I know that I, in my role as an admin, was sometimes forced to be very strict with him. I still very much consider myself to be his close friend and his comrade. And so I, and representing everyone from OSS who couldn't make it today, want to say I'll miss you one last time. Thank you.
Thanks, Mercer. Next person, please. Yes, come, Ricardo, just...
Right, hello everyone. First met Con at like 2018 in the summer campaign, but didn't play much since until when I fucking received the news, I couldn't fucking believe it. So I didn't really realize the impact that this shit would give on me. I don't really I don't really deal so badly with that and that shit, but this one is hitting me hard, especially yesterday. I won't fucking forget all the moments I had with Con and RNL and other games, and the talks I had with him, nights with him, and I'll never fucking forget him, and maybe one day I can.
Thanks, Pico. Next person, I think Martins hasn't spoken yet. Or Dinosaur's Boost his name now. If you just you can use vocal if you want. Yeah. Okay.
I don't really have any for years now. I think you're one of the first people I know in RNL, and I still can't even fucking believe it that he's not here anymore. But like I feel this community is like more than just the gaming community, it's like a family, like everyone knows each other, and after one person can bring the entire community that hasn't been, some even haven't played the game for a while, still can come here to remember one person. It's just like a family member dies. That's it, like he's a part of us, he's a part of everyone. And I'm sure like he will not leave this community, instead he will become a legend in the community. He will the honor of knowing him. He will also be known by the people that are gonna be new to the game. I'm sure about that. Everybody will know Con. He will not die. He will become a fucking legend here. And yeah, that's everything I really have to say about it.
Thanks, Martins. Anyone else have anything to say? Please just say so and come up forward.
I guess I haven't spoken yet.
Come on, Cities.
I remember when I first joined, maybe over a year or so. I also had a break, sadly, last time. I remember when I first joined into his second career division. And it was fun. I was skeptical of joining the game first, but somebody convinced me, and I fell in love with it instantly, and more importantly, I fell in love with the German unit, and I really liked playing with Con, because he was a fun guy to be around. He also, I don't know what to say, he was a very I could always find the motivation to play, especially in this unit. And it's actually he is one of the few people that make me sad that he's passed away. Because he has such an impactful person. And I don't know what more I could say. I'm tearing up.
Alright, thanks, Luis. To say something. Alright, I take it everyone who wanted to speak has said something. I think that we can end today knowing that... Oh, something else? Oh. I think we can...
Grabbing a screenshot.
Okay. I think that we can end today, all of us, realizing that Khan was more than just a player. As unreal or... He was family to a lot of us, me included, and it still doesn't feel right that he's not here. But I think in the end, it just goes to show that he always talked to me about wanting to be good, about wanting to do the right thing and wanting to be remembered for the good that he did, and I think this shows today that that's exactly what everyone's going to remember him for. Even though, you know, it's just a title, I want to promote him within the Legion to the rank that I always thought he deserved and the rank that I thought fit him the best. I'm posthumously promoting him to Sergeant Major, and I'm also awarding him the highest medal that anyone can receive, the Medal of the Order of Tower and the Sword, for everything that he's done for us. But I don't want anyone, being the community manager for RNL, and with the old mod, and to that effect, this church in the new RNL will have a reference to Khan so that his name never leaves his favorite map, and that he's always here so that he will always be remembered both by the old people who are coming to play the new game and to the new people who will come and see his name and ask so that we can tell them who Khan was and who he was to us. To call the memorial to an end, first by ringing the bells that he and Fatso fought over a lot for. I'm going to give the bells 21 rings, and then I'll come back down, and I want everyone to pull out a grenade and hold it until it goes. Because I don't see Khan wanting this to end in any other way than in a massive explosion with everyone stuck together as they are.
Fuck, yeah.
Don't pull the pins just yet. Make sure it's an explosive grenade. I'm going to ring the bells 21 times, and once I'm down here, I'll give the order. Fatso, maybe you should come and ring.
Greetings.
Alright, I'm gonna ring this one, you ring that one. We'll do 21 individual rings. So I'll go first. Three, 4. That's the last one. Alright, let's go down.
you guys. Holy shit. How the fuck am I still alive?
I can't pull my
We're going down, buddy. We're going down, buddy. Kill me. Kill me.
Every day I wake up, that's to the bone. Will I ever get the positive call on my phone? I know it's up, brother, but stay strong. I still remember you, my friend. It was not so long. You died alone with death. Tears fell down as I broke down when you were staying around. Your death got me into some deep thinking. Is this life still a real worth living? Why so many people have to be buried? With every step I make, I'm still worried. Get into my position, don't skip the truth. I am just a sad broken brute. Life is the battlefield filled with scars, telling truth through rapping. Ain't about the boss. Spent a few weeks in my cell, it was my destiny. Just a plain living hell, bliss. I'm going through the hard times, living in the city with the spirit sad goodbyes. But does my life have to be in vain? Memories I'm living better filled with pain. Running